A cross-country walk across the beautiful Northamptonshire countryside, starting at Denton, the village where I grew up, to the village of Guilsborough, where I now live. It was a gorgeous day to be outdoors, but some unexpected twist would turn this into a walk of highs and lows, a proper adventure. After a quick selfie at the start point in Denton, my day-long adventure was about to begin. So here we go again, Denton to Guilsborough walk. I'm walking between Denton and Hackleton now, right at the start of the walk. This is my third time doing it. It's around about 32 miles, so between 13 and 14 hours. So long day ahead, but it's beautiful, and I'm looking forward to it. Spring was well underway, and the countryside was full of colour. It felt so nice to be outside. Making good progress so far. Just stopped for a drink of water. I've left Denton behind now, heading towards Hackleton. This is the first part of the walk where I get a sense of the distance I'm walking, so probably can't see those wind turbines behind those trees there, but I'm heading there and I'm swinging right, coming all the way across, right over here, and then Guilsborough is right on the horizon, all the way over there. So yeah, long old way, but beautiful weather. It's forecast to get up into the high teens, and it's going to be pretty much sunny all day. There's a gentle breeze just taking the edge off the temperatures, so it's a beautiful day. After a quick drink of water, I set off for the village of Hackleton. About 6 kilometres in now, just leaving Hackleton and Piddington behind. So this is the third time I've done this walk. I first did it back in August 2021, May last year, and then today, so third time. Why I do this walk, I grew up in Denton and I live in Guilsborough, so it has a bit of charm, just to sort of walk between the two. Yeah, I calculated the route back in 21, knew it's about 35 miles, so quite long, but yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. So I try and travel quite light. I've got about 4 litres of water. It's probably too much, but I'd rather have too much. Yeah, lots of energy food. I've got a jacket, spare t-shirts, a few pairs of socks, waterproof trousers. Jacket's good this time of year because the rapeseed feels really tall, so if I stumble across any, put the jacket on and it stops me getting covered in stuff. Yeah, phone, wallet, probably not going to stop in any shops. I'm going to pass a couple on the way, so I might nip in and get a Coke or an ice lolly or something like that, but probably won't go in any. But yeah, power bank for the phone in case the battery runs out, first aid kit, hopefully I won't need it. That's pretty much it, I think. So heading towards Quinton now. I'm going to stop for 10 minutes, have a bite to eat and some water, and then crack on. The sun's getting quite hot now, so I'm going to slip the hat on in a bit. So I've just had some stop for some food and a bit of water. About to crack on. With long walks or jogs, it's always good to break it down into sort of stints. So the way I'm looking at it, Denton, Hackleton, Piddington, Quinton are now done. So now I'm heading towards Road, Blisworth, Gayton, Bugbrook, Harpole, Little Brington, outskirts Long Buckby, Ravensthorpe, Coton, Guilsborough and home, so just breaking it down just helps with the mental load there. So yeah, it's going really well so far. Absolutely beautiful day. So I'm just approaching the M1, about to walk over it. Probably see it. There's the wind turbines I was referring to earlier on. Yep, leaving Piddington Hackney area, far behind now. Piddington Church is, can't really see it, it's right just on the horizon over there now. Yep, once I get over the M1, heading down towards road, I've got to take a slight detour at road because they're actually building the bypass. So the footpath that I was meant to walk across is closed, but yeah, it's just a minor detour, and then it's down into Blisworth onto the Grand Union Canal. Once I get to the canal, I'll change footwear, get some fresh socks on, take the boots off and get into the walking shoes because they're a bit easier on the feet, nice and light. So beautiful sunshine. As I headed into road, I encountered the first glitch of the walk, multiple footpath closures thanks to the bypass construction project. This resulted in a time and energy consuming detour, not ideal when walking long distances. Right, I finally left the village of road. Oh, that was a lot of fun because of the bypass project. All the footpaths going out the village were closed, so this is about plan B that I'm currently doing. So I'm finally back out into the fields. I'm actually heading more towards Stoke Ruin now, but the footpath further down will start heading. I can veer off and start heading towards Blisworth and then get back on track. But yeah, that's probably cost me about 45 minutes there. There was a lot of going down streets towards the footpaths. Footpaths were closed, I had to come back on myself. So yeah, not ideal. So one of those things, I guess. But yeah, still a beautiful day. Just when I thought I was back on track, I was caught out again, this time by a road closure, which meant more backtracking and rerouting. By the time I'd reached the Grand Union Canal at Blisworth, I was an hour and a half behind schedule. I was feeling a little deflated at this point. So I've just come off the Grand Union Canal. Now I'm heading towards Gayton to stop for some lunch. There's a bench on top of a hill, so it's a nice spot to stop for a quick bite. It was quite stressful getting into Blisworth. Had all the footpath closures at road, so I had to reroute a few times, and then I got onto the Stokeborough into Blisworth road. I was walking into Blisworth and the road was closed, so I had to then backtrack about half a mile, reroute again. Finally made it to the Blisworth tunnel, and then I pretty much just power walked from the tunnel up to this point here. So as I say, a quick bite to eat, back on the canal up to Bugbrook, and we'll carry on. I usually stop at around 5 for like half hour, but I've lost about an hour and a half in total with all these footpath and road closures, so I'll skip that. I'll just eat on the go. And also I've rerouted part of the walk towards the end, which is going to save me about 1.5 miles, so I'm determined to get this walk complete before dark. So let's see how we get on. After a quick bite to eat at Gayton, I got back on the Grand Union Canal. It was at this point I knew I was up against it. So I'm back on the canal after a quick bite to eat. Yeah, I'm up against it. When I was eating, I looked back over my phone over last year's photos to see where I was at what time, and yeah, it's 4:05 now. This time last year, I took a photograph in Harpole at 4:15, so I've still got quite a way to go to Harpole. So yeah, it's I'm trying to enjoy it, but then at the same time maintain quite a strong pace. So see how we get on. I think I'll start clawing time back towards the end of the walk, because I remember last year I had to take quite a big detour to avoid a field full of angry cows. So hopefully towards the end I'll start clawing some time back and yeah, try and get this walk complete in the daylight hours. If not, yeah, I have to do a bit of it in the dark. I've got a torch on my phone, so I can use that when cars are sort of coming past me, driving past me. But yeah, that bloody, all that footpath stuff at roads buggered the whole walker, but yeah, can't be helped. Sometimes the best thing to do is stop, take a breath, have a mental reset, and go again. It always amazes me what you can stumble across when out on a walk. It's like a rocket ship graveyard. So I've just passed Haygates at Bugbrook, heading towards Harpole. And earlier on in the walk, I walked over the M1, and now, oh, shortly I'll be walking underneath it. So, yeah, I've managed to claw back a bit of time. Proper just got my head down and kind of power walked from Gayton, really. So yeah, I'm still quite a way behind where I should be, but I've clawed a bit back. Physically, I'm okay. A couple of blisters. My feet are causing a bit of bother, but had some bit of pain in the hips, but that's eased off now. So I'm going to keep going and see how far I get. So I've just passed, walked through the village of Harpole. I'm now heading down Glassthorpe Lane or Glassthorpe Road, heading to Glassthorpe Hill, which is up there. I'd usually stop up there and have a bite to eat, but I'm just going to carry on and make my way to Little Brinkton. Blisters are pretty painful now, so yeah, I'm feeling it. It's nice evening there. Despite feeling tired and being in a little bit of discomfort, as I approached Little Brinkton, my spirits lifted and I started to believe I could see this walk through to the end. Fast approaching Little Brinkton now. It's just starting to feel, yeah, I'm kind of getting there. Not too far, a couple of hours, I could be back home. I'm going to stop in a second, put some clean socks on, just hoping that'll take the edge off the blisters. They're pretty sore now. Yeah, we've got about 2 hours of sunlight left, so yeah, it's touch and go, but I'd love to get this walk completed, so I'm going to push on. As the walk reached its latter stages, it was the little things that were spurring me on. Tell you what, I'm thinking about how lovely it's going to feel when I get home. Nice cold shower. Oh, it's going to be amazing. As the golden hour approached, it felt like the end was finally in sight. Ten to 8 now, and I'm walking down what is the last field of this walk. After this field, roads all the way back home. Bit of a busy road up near Long Buckby, but it's only a short stint, and then it's country roads back home. I've also just realised that when I get off this last field onto the road section, there's 3 steep climbs back to Guilsborough. One of them's coming up in a second, probably the steepest one. So yeah, that'll be fun. Going up the first steep climb now. I know this is steep because I jogged up it a few weeks ago and it nearly killed me. It is a steep one. Oh. Coming up to Ravensthorpe now, so Coating, Guilsborough. Very close now. I am done. As I walked out of Ravensthorpe, I caught my first glimpse of Guilsborough Church, and after stopping to take a picture of the sunset, I pushed on for home. Apologies for the lack of piece to camera for the last few miles there, but I was just focusing on getting back. I'm feeling very tired now, but 13.5 hours and 58 kilometres later, I am home.